face touching. How do I do that? You're not here. And if you were here, I probably wouldn't be touching your face. Right? For one reason or another. Because that would be not just strange, some version of assault, I would imagine, right? And even if you're consenting, if you're with each other, like, you like each other, it's still a bit weird to be touching each other's face. Like, a bit weird. But in the world of ASMR, the weird is normal. Which is why I'm here. Alright, so, just little personal attention, touching the face. I have my old wristband here, just to throw in a little bit of variety. I'm just gonna, just a little bit of touching of the face, just so it's not all my fingers, right? It's ASMR. Touch, 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 touch. Apparently accompanied by mouth sounds, because why not? If I were just doing... it doesn't quite work as well, in my opinion. Touch. Touch, 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 touch. Touch, 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 stroke, a little stroke, a little stroke, 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 touch, touch, stroke, touch, stroke, touch, stroke, touch, touch, stroke, touch, stroke, touch, stroke, touch, stroke. You can probably tell I'm now wearing a couple of tops. The winter cold starts now. Touch, 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 touch. In about a month, I'll probably look like a South Park character. Touch, 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 touch. And then the wristband from my youth, from my edgy emo youth. Dab, 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 dab. It looks a bit dusty. I know it looks a bit dusty. It is dusty. Dab, 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 dab. Don't worry, you're not actually being touched by this dusty thing. Dab, dab, dab. Although I was just thinking. Dab, dab, dab. I wasn't thinking dab, dab. We're all dusty, if you think about it. Have you ever stood, like, near a window? You have? Wow, that's amazing. Dab, dab, dab. But when the sunlight comes through, and you, like, brush something off yourself, or your hair or something, dab, what happens? A load of fucking dust comes off you. And I'm pretty sure that's not just me. Dab, 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 dab. Point. The moral of the story is, we're all dusty. So don't just blame the dusty objects that we see. You're dusty too. I know you are. Yeah. And you're dirty. What's wrong with you? Dab, 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 the advantage of this being red? What could that be? Dab, 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 dab. If you get cut, you dab some red on it. Dab, 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 dab. Covers it up. Dab, 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 dab. I'm not like giving a training manual for, like, you know, I'm not Dexter over here. Dab, dab. How to get rid of the blood stains. Dab, dab, dab. I've watched all of Dexter, by the way. Dab. Apart from I'm halfway through the sequel series, which I'm enjoying. I think it's been mixed. The reviews have been mixed, but I'm enjoying it. Dab, dab, dab. Dab, dab, dab. Dab, 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 dab. Very unusual premise. Dab, dab, which works. Dab. 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 Do you like Dexter? If you haven't seen Dexter, you should watch Dexter. Dab, dab, dab. Like, I think that appeals to everyone teenager upwards, obviously. Dab, 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 dab. Dab, 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 dab. Touch, 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 touch. just realised I'm pouting the whole time. Can I do it without pouting? Touch, 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 touch. Alright, I think that'll do it for the face touching. You've been touched. Sleep well.